I had just fired my contractor that morning. The job was sloppy, delayed, and way over budget. I thought it was finally over, but I had no idea what he was about to do next. He snapped the moment I told him he was done, started yelling about unpaid work and respect. I stayed calm and told him to leave. That's when things turned ugly. He stormed off without another word. Didn't argue anymore. Just got in his truck and left. That silence felt worse than yelling. That night, I went through every document I had. Contracts, invoices, emails. Something didn't feel right, so I made sure I had proof of everything. 3 days later, I got the notice. A lien filed against my property. My heart dropped instantly. He was trying to trap me. It said I owed him thousands for unfinished work. Work he never even completed. It was completely false. But legally, it was serious. Then I remembered something important. The day I fired him, he signed a release form, a document clearing me from any payments. I searched through my files until I found it. Signed, dated, clear as day. This wasn't just evidence. This was my way out. The next morning, I went straight back to him. No anger this time, just confidence. I had the document in my hand, and I let him talk first. He started with the same attitude, same loud voice, same threats. But the moment I handed him that paper, everything changed. He read it once, then again. His face slowly dropped, like he couldn't believe what he was seeing. The anger disappeared instantly, replaced by something else. Something much quieter. Fear. I didn't say anything at first. I just watched him, letting the silence do the work for me. Neighbors had started watching by then. They saw the shift too. The same man who was shouting now couldn't even speak. He tried to brush it off, said it was a misunderstanding, said paperwork gets confusing sometimes. But I wasn't buying it. I pointed at his signature, right there at the bottom, clear and undeniable. There was no confusion about that. He took a small step back, like the ground under him wasn't stable anymore. The confidence he had earlier was completely gone. I finally spoke. Calm, steady, controlled. I told him he filed a false lien, and that's a serious problem. He looked around and realized people were watching. This wasn't private anymore. His reputation was on the line now. I pulled out my phone and told him I could call my lawyer. Right here, right now, and take this a lot further. That's when he panicked, told me to wait, said we could fix this. Suddenly, he wanted to talk. The neighbors were whispering. You could feel the energy change. Everyone knew something had flipped. He started apologizing. Not loudly, not confidently, just enough to try and save himself. But I didn't react. An apology doesn't erase actions, especially not something like this. He pulled out his phone and started making calls. Right there in front of me, trying to undo what he had done. I stood there quietly, watching him scramble. For once, he wasn't in control anymore. His voice had completely changed. Fast, nervous, careful. This wasn't the same guy from before. The tension in the air shifted, from anger to pressure, from control to consequences. I looked at my house for a moment. All of this over something so simple. But some people push too far. After a few minutes, he came back. Different tone, different attitude. Said he would release the lien immediately. I listened carefully. Made sure there were no tricks this time. No hidden games. He nodded again and again, like he just wanted out of the situation. As fast as possible. One of the neighbors looked relieved. The tension was finally breaking. But no one forgot what happened. We shook hands. But it wasn't trust. It was just closure. Nothing more than that. He walked away quietly. No yelling this time. No attitude. Just silence. I stood there for a moment, letting everything settle. It was finally over. That evening felt different. Peaceful again. Like everything had reset. I organized all my documents again. Made copies. Saved backups. No more risks. A few days later, the official release came through. The lien was gone. Just like that. Finally, I could breathe again. No stress. No pressure. Just peace. Life slowly went back to normal. Neighbors moved on, but they remembered the story. I even heard them talking about it later. How fast things turned. How one paper changed everything. The next morning, I stepped outside and felt different, stronger, more aware, because now I knew something important. Always keep your documents. Always protect yourself. The house looked the same, but the story behind it changed everything for me. Sometimes I still think about that moment. The look on his face when he realized he lost. Not because I fought harder, but because I was prepared. Some battles aren't about strength. They're about proof, and knowing when to use it. And in the end, one signature changed everything. Like and subscribe for more stories. And tell me, where are you watching from?